that's going to be top of mind. We're going to mark that up in March and hopefully get it passed in April. And we'll take care of our defense needs, which, is my number one priority here in Congress this year is, rebuilding our recruitment and getting our modernization in place to keep up with.
All of this stuff is about attacking vulnerable people and moving money from people who work for a living to the most wealthy international corporations in human history. So whether it's these executive orders going after LGBTQ individuals or the executive orders trying to terrorize immigrant communities or whatever else Trump is doing, remember, this last election was supposed to be about the cost that people paid and the pain that people were going through economically as inflation soared.
The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill.
In a few moments, members of Congress are going to leave the House chamber, walk to the rotunda, and witness Donald J. Trump taking the oath of office and being sworn in as the next president of the United States. Very excited for his presidency. It's been a long time in coming. In his campaign, he ran on this notion of making America great again.
Now we are hours away from a new dawn for our republic. God bless you one and all, from sea to shining sea. I am just so honored to serve you.
But behind me we have President Reagan, and then over my other shoulder is President Ford, right here. So looking forward to watching history today. It's pretty crowded here in the rotunda, but I'm glad to have a seat here and glad to represent you in Washington. Looking forward to getting to work to fix the problems our country has.
Dr. King's efforts were instrumental in the passing of landmark legislation, such as the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which moved our nation closer to the ideals of equality and justice for all. But we all know his work is far from finished. Let us not only remember his legacy, but also take action to bring his dream to life in our neighborhoods, in our communities, in the state, and across the nation.
Dr. King may not be with us physically, but his legacy is strong. And it's a demonstration that one person can make a difference. One person can inspire others to join the cause. And even on a cold day, I think we have to remember that there are a lot of people out there who are in far worse shape than we are. We have our hats, our coats on, but there are a lot of people who are living on the streets and who are without hope. So on this day, let us remember that when God calls you, however he chooses to call you, under whatever circumstances, that you have the choice to decide whether or not you're going to stand up and make a difference. He stood up, he made a difference, and we are standing on his shoulders today.
So as Donald Trump takes office today, I'm going to be thinking about the words of Martin Luther King Jr., delivered from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial across the mall from the Capitol building 61 years ago. Everybody remembers the "I have a dream" refrain. But today, I'm reminded of the part of that speech where he urged his listeners not to wallow in the valley of despair and instead embrace hope and determination.
Back today, man.
YMCA.
Okay, here's the former Vice President Dan Quayle and former Vice President
The 43rd President of the United States, the Honorable George W. Bush, accompanied by Mrs. Laura.
my own mom. Love ya.
Barack H. Obama.
The doctor told me it was the most blood they've ever transfused in any patient. They've never done anything like it. And here he is, the picture of strength, right? And he's been a great friend of mine, right? With a family, because of a family.